Good morning. Welcome to Success Nation. I'm your host, Gary Ernest. Today I'm going to talk to you about forgiveness in business. Sometimes we hear we have to forgive. And sometimes it is hard for people to forgive people, especially if they have been done wrong by that person. Sometimes you've been done wrong by a group of people. Sometimes you've been done wrong by organizations. Sometimes you've been done wrong by your own family members. And sometimes not being able to forgive people tends to hold you back. So therefore, I'm going to talk to you why you have to forgive. In order for you to be successful, you have to let go of a lot of grudges. Because you have to understand, whomever have done you wrong, they either did not have the proper knowledge or they did not understand the business transaction. So either way, you have to learn to forgive them. Sometimes they say we have to forgive and forget. Well, it is easy for people to tell you to forgive and forget when you were the one who felt the pain, the suffering. However, if you understood how to forgive, it'll help you grow. It'll help you rise above all odds, above all situations, in order for you to move on. Because when you carry that hurt with you, you actually being the same person that hurt you in the first place, you carry that hurt stays with you. However long that hurt stays with you, that person continuously hurting you, even after the person have done you wrong for years ago. Many years ago, the person has done you wrong. Because you don't know how to forgive and let go, that person continue. Every time you get triggered by that situation, that person is hurting you. So when I'm talking to you today, I want you to understand how to forgive. In order for you to be successful, you're going to have to forgive. First, let's look at how people behave when they don't know how to forgive people. Let's say you want to start a business. You want to start a business, but somebody has done you wrong in the past. So now you approach the business transaction with the same mentality, with the same attitude that this person is going to do you wrong. So therefore, you carry that hurt with you. You start hurting other people before they hurt you, because you said to yourself, I've known people like you before, so therefore let me hurt you before you hurt me. But you don't realize that it's a cycle of destruction, that you are destroying yourself. You're not destroying the person that hurt you in the past. You're not destroying the person that destroyed your business in the past. You're not destroying that person. You actually destroying yourself, because you're the one who feel the hurt. By you feeling that hurt, you carry that pain with you wherever you go. Now you look at everybody else the same way as the person who did you wrong in the past. But I'm telling you this today. Forgiveness is freedom. But you have to know how to do it. You have to look at people around you and see what do you have against them? What have they done to you that every time you see them, every time you look at them, you're like, man, I wish I could. But every time you say you wish you could, you're actually hurting yourself. You're not hurting that person because you are being triggered by the situation that happened in the past. And I've had a lot of situations, a lot of businesses that have started with people. They've done wrong. They've done a lot of wrongs. And I realized that when that person did wrong, whatever they did wrong, it's not because they were bad people. Well, sometimes some of us are. But some of those people may have been bad people. However, by me carrying that hurt with me, I will approach the business, the next business transaction with someone else the same way, thinking that this person is going to hurt me, this person is going to do wrong, this person is not going to understand business, so therefore let me approach this business transaction the same way I did in the past. Without learning from the past, I carry that same hurt thinking that this person is hurting me, not realizing that no, that person is not hurting you, you're hurting yourself. And that's what I did not realize. I didn't realize that when that person was hurting me, when that person was doing things that they should not have been doing in the business, after they left, sometimes they left you holding the bag. And you have to pay all the craziness, all the things, because sometimes if you're in the business, you are the bigger fish, you will be the one paying the consequences, because if people don't have anything, they're coming after the one who has more. I understand. I understand some of you have felt that. Sometimes it's your own family member. Sometimes you start a business with your family member. The people that's going to destroy you, the people that's going to screw you over the most are not total strangers. They are usually family members. And I'm going to say it again. The people that's going to hurt you usually are not strangers. They are usually family members. And sometimes those people, that's the people you've seen every day. Some people you have to talk to every day. And you say to yourself, how can I forgive you for what you did? And you don't want to forgive that person. Because you feel like this person that hurt you in the past. This person, sometimes the people that's hurting you and your family, they keep hurting you over and over and over. You don't understand anymore. You feel like, you know what? Enough is enough. However, when you say enough is enough, you have to forgive them. You have to truly forgive them, because if you do not forgive them, you cannot let go. You cannot let go of anything. Any hurts that people have, anytime people have hurt you, if you do not know how to let go, it's going to hurt you. That person is going to continue to hurt you even after that person has done you wrong. Sometimes it's years down the line, you are still being hurt by the same person, the same situation that hurt you 10, 20 years ago, still hurting you today. Because you don't know how to forgive anyone. And sometimes it's hard to forgive people when you are the one feeling the pain, the hurt, and the suffering. Of course it's hard. Sometimes it's the place you work. You work hard, nobody's giving you the recognition, nobody's letting you know that you have done a good job. Sometimes people steal your ideas and they think that they got it right. And you feel hurt by that. And you don't want to let go, because now you said to yourself, you go to the next job. You know how talented you are. Because people have done you wrong in the past, you do not want to express your talent anymore. You carry that pain, the suffering, you carry it with you, and you don't know how to let it go. And everywhere you go, that person is still poking you. That person is still hurting you. You see, if you don't know how to let go, that person is continuing to hurt you. Sometimes it's the people you've been married to. Because they do so many wrong things. Things sometimes that could have led you to go to prison, sometimes the things that they do to you could have affected your life. Of course, when anyone try to destroy your life, you will feel a certain way. After a while, you're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. That's why sometimes people ask for a divorce. They ask for a divorce because they realize this person doesn't have my best interest in mind. So therefore, let me not be with this person. Let me move away from this person. But when you meet another person, you meet someone else, you carry the same attitude because you feel like since the person hurt me in the past, the person that hurt me in the past, I'm going to prepare myself to hurt that person now before they hurt me. Because you have not forgiven that person. The person that hurt you in the past, you have not forgiven them. Because if you don't know how to forgive yourself, you don't know how to forgive everybody else, you will carry the pain with you. You will carry that pain with you wherever you go. And as a result of that, you will destroy yourself. Because if you are destroying yourself because somebody did you wrong in the past, that person has the upper hand on you. That person is controlling your life. By not knowing how to forgive people, you are giving other people the ammunition to control your destiny. You are giving them the control over your life. You have given them the control over your success because you do not know how to forgive them. Sometimes you have to confront the person because of what they did in order for you to forgive. If that's what you have to do, talk to that person. But do not let that consume you. Do not let the hurt, the suffering consume you. Because when you let that suffering consume you, that suffering is destroying you within. Because as a result of all that destruction, as a result of all that pain and suffering, you don't know how to grow. You don't know how to grow in business. You don't know how to grow in school. You don't know how to grow in relationship. Because once you do not know how to forgive, you cannot forget anything. You approach yourself, you approach your life, you live your life based on the past. Let me repeat again. If you do not know how to forgive people, you will approach life based on the hurt from the past. You start behaving in ways that would be destructive. Understand? Let's say you want to start a business and you meet this prospective partner. This investor decides, you know what, I like your concept, I like your idea, so therefore I'm going to invest. But if that person reminded you, that person reminds you of someone who hurt you in the past. An old business partner of yours who hurt you in the past. And you start saying to yourself, I don't know, man, I don't trust this one. But this person hasn't done anything wrong yet. All you see is a slight behavior that reminded you of what the person you did business with in the past did. So therefore you said to yourself, I don't trust this one. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this lady, man. This lady's not going to help me. This lady's going to screw me over. So now, this person hasn't done anything yet. Maybe the person would not do anything. But because you're approaching that business transaction with the same attitude from the past, you are now getting ready to lose somebody who would actually be a good person. But when we carry that hurt with us, we approach everything based on the hurt, based on the pain, based on the suffering. Like they said, hurt people hurt people. People who have been hurt in the past, they will hurt people in the present. They will hurt people in the future. But if you knew how to forgive people, you will not approach life from the same perspective. You will approach it from a place where, all right, I can handle you. I've seen people like you before. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to learn how to deal with you. Because until we know how to do that, we're going to make a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. we need to know how to do it. Because if you don't forgive, you cannot grow. If you cannot forgive, you will literally stop yourself from growing. Because there are situations in this world you have experienced that pretty much very painful. But you know what? Sometimes pain, it's like a teacher. Once you remember the pain, you remember what not to do in the future. However, you have to let it go. Without you letting it go, without you making the transition to let go, it will destroy your life. Remember, like and subscribe. If you let go, if you forgive, you will rise above all odds. Thank you.